Okay, looks like I'm live. Let me get over to YouTube so I can see things the way that you guys will be seeing things, provided anybody attends today. I know that there are a bunch of lives on. I saw Johnny was live. I saw the Mary Altier go live with the completion of her 2021 hop, from last night to today. I did watch a little bit of that. I had some fun hanging out. I didn't watch all of it because I was in and out of the garage working, but I enjoyed what I saw. I saw, I'm trying to think, who did I see? I saw Lori Pankgurley. I saw Anne Lar, and I saw a little bit of whoever was on after Anne Lar, and I cannot remember for the life of me the name of the person. And then after that, I also wanted to watch the Jaws series, so I went out and watched that with them, and that was 3 movies long. They went to bed at 3 in the morning, and I went to bed around 6 this morning, so that's a thing. But I enjoyed what I watched. But yes, so the Mary Altier is on as well, and probably other people too. Let me see if I can see real quick who else I think is on. I know I saw Johnny was on a while ago. Maybe a half an hour. Oh, that's not what I wanted, silly girl. You're not gonna find what you want right there. That is not the right button to push. You leave me alone with some buttons, and there I go. Yep. Happy Paper People is on. And it looks like that's all I can see. Besides Johnny was on, and the Mary Altier is on right now. So, just so that you guys know, there are other live streams out there right now. Hey, Rebecca. Hi, Carla. How are you? I hope you are having an awesome day, evening, something. That your New Year's Eve was wonderful, both of you, and anybody who might be lurking. Or sometimes we must do these things. Even I am a lurker on occasion. Because it's my nature, actually. Can't help it. Come on. Let me see what you're binging me about. So, today is not really an activity per se. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that? Turn off. Oh, Facebook, you are such a pain in my tushy. All right, I am on live chat. Hi, Tina. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I hope you are having a lovely year. All right, so this is my altered. This is the altered calendar, not the Christmas one. This is the one I'm doing for a vision board, for a calendar for the whole year. So I took a dollar store calendar. Some of you were in here when I started this. Let me see about moving a couple of the, no matter where I put it, it's just never the right spot. Must learn to live within my limitations, yes? Okay, so I did this with some of you in here a few days ago. So it's just a dollar store calendar. It looks kind of like, here we go. Like this one, only it didn't have baby animals on it. It had birds. So it had, hold the phone. So it had kind of this previous year, if you bought this early at the dollar store, say in September, I think is when they started selling them. It has September, October, November, and December from 2020 in it. Well, I'm obviously not going to need that page for what I'm doing. And then it had each month and a picture for, for that month to go with it. And this one is cute baby animals. So what I did was I picked out some papers. And over this one, I placed the whole thing. So this is where I'm going to do like my word of the year and some other woo-woo kind of things. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? And Happy New Year to you as well. I hope all of you are having an awesome start to your new year. Screw them all. I need to hang in the hollow. All right, Carly, you tell them. Hey, Candy. How are you? I hope you too had a lovely New Year's Eve and that your New Year's Day has been quite spectacular. No hangovers or anything. I myself am not a drinker, so I do not have that issue. So I've got all of my images covered because I'm going to do a collage or vision board each month as I go along. Some of it I might do ahead a little bit. But a lot of it will just be done during the month or at the start of the month, something at the start of the month, something at the end of the month, that sort of thing, where I add in things that were important for the month, maybe some ephemera. So, I just kind of picked pages that I thought echoed the month, just having some fun with it. And, so I got all those glued on. So this book is ready to use. It's got a front and a back cover. The other way I thought I could have done it was to use it the way I'm using that for the glue book, was to orient the pages this way. And what I would have done was covered this page and then went over to Etsy and got a 2021 printable calendar, and I would have mounted it this way, and then that would have allowed probably, because it would have gone on an 8.5 by 11 sheet more than likely, so it probably would have allowed some extra space here, and just use it as a book, not necessarily day planner style, but instead of like a wall hang up calendar, something like this, which is possibly something I might have wished to have done. So I may change over and do the other calendar, but for now I'm going to see how this works, because this could be fun to hang on the wall too, right? So what we're just going to talk about mostly at first is the things I'm going to come on tomorrow. I decided to do this last minute, which is why we're not really doing anything planned this evening, because I've waited until the last minute and I thought, I should really, it's January 1st, I should really get this nailed down. You fell and hit the... Oh, Kimberly, no. Are you doing all right? That is not a good start to the new year. Yeah, that cloud paper is nice, isn't it? I decided on that for July because, you look up at the sky in the summer and you might try to decide what the clouds look like, or you're looking up at the clouds up at the sky for the fireworks and stuff. I just thought that was appropriate. Because I didn't have any paper, paper that's patriotic, and that's really not me. I mean, it's not that I'm not patriotic, but I'm not overtly patriotic, I guess. So what I wanted to talk about was how I kind of am going to set this up and the things that I am using. I don't have it near me, and it's somewhere in... You guys, I have been struggling. Reinsurance it. Oh, yeah. Oh, autocorrect. I've been struggling a lot with my depression the last couple months, like a lot. And my room has gotten out of control. If you guys could see it, and I have no desire to show it to you, I look like I live in Hoarderville. There are boxes and stuff and piles of things even on my bed, and I'm not happy with, because I've been unhappy, I just let things pile up and didn't take care of them in the moment, which when you live in a small space, I think we all know is a big no-no because it gets out of control really fast. So part of what I'm doing with this is it's a struggle to do it for me, one, because I am in a depressed phase, but I thought if I push myself with this in a gentle way, not like in an angry you idiot, how could you let this happen way. That I could use this to jumpstart fixing the other things that I've let kind of get away from me. Oh no, Kimberly. Well, we are so sorry about that, to hear that. Definitely love and light your way. And I will keep you in my thoughts when I do my energy work. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's bad enough to injure your shoulder, but to injure one you've had surgery on. Oh, how is the recovery going? Are you moving along? I can't even imagine what you're going through. So I thought if I did this and I maybe kind of explained what my process is, maybe other people will want to do it too. I don't know. Or you might want to do it in a totally different format. If you hear this idea and you think, ooh, I could do that with blah, 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 then you should go out and do that with whatever blah, 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 blah is for sure. So on this page, in the middle, or maybe kind of towards the top for sure, because I don't know I want to put a pocket on here, is I am going to put my word of the year. I'm not ready to reveal my word of the year because I'm kind of choosing between 3 words, and I want to be sure before I, oh, thank you, Kimberly. So yeah, so kind of, let's see, so we'll just lay a couple things out, kind of get an idea. Oops. Yep, and I'm the one, I can't even rip a sheet of paper. So I'm going to add in a couple of tip-ins. I'm drawing what I'm doing this, this vision board thing for. This first part won't actually be like collagey. I mean, it might eventually turn out that way. So word of the year. And then I thought I might tip in a little page. Let's see. And it will probably be like this folded over, because what I'm using is anybody. Yeah. So I'm tired of being in a funk, and I know I can't just like boot myself out of it. At the blah blah store, Carla, of course. How could you not know that? So word of the year right there. Maybe some images that support it if I can get my shit together. I'm going to come on Sunday around 11 o'clock here. So that's 11, 12, 1, 2 o'clock on the East Coast. 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, that's right. So I will be on Sunday early-ish, much earlier than I normally come on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the process of cleaning off my bed and getting some of the things put away, some of them packed up for my move. And that's, I talked about this the other night about kind of my 3 goals. It's kind of like 3.5. So, yeah, there's that too. And if you like that, if you're into that, you got to go for it, Carla. So, that's kind of my plan here. And then, so I read the Rob, I may mangle his last name, the Rob Bresney. Let me get a link for that for you guys, for anybody who might not know what it is. Where did he go? It was like on Monday, I think, and it is Friday. On Tuesday, like in the middle of the night, sort of. Come on. Okay, so I want to see the link for this. I sign up for his newsletter, but you can also view them online every week. He wrote that book. Hold on. Okay, so here's the link for his. Like he does. It's horoscopes, which a lot of people don't like, but it's Rob Bresney's astrology newsletter, and I kind of dig horoscopes, and his are a little different. They're always like a little story. But he wrote, and let me get the name of the book because I also frequently mangle that. So, I should have got some shit together before I came on here. Speaking of getting your shit together. But from this, he did a daily practice in 2021, a small list. So I want to include that here. It's like a commitment to not getting lost inside our own heads, a strategy to avoid being enthralled by the hypnotic lure of painful emotions, past events, and worries about the future. It's stuff like that. I can't see it right now because I'm on a different page. But then he invited us to pick a theme song for 2021, which I'm going to leave space for when I make this, because I don't know that I would be able to pick one out right away. Music is not one of those things where, like Laura is very passionate about it and she can ring off bands and songs and stuff. I would have to really get to know the year a little bit before I could pick a theme song. I suppose really what you're picking is a song for yourself. But there were a couple of exercises in here that I did. So theme song. Let's see, what else do we have in here? I don't do any of his paid for stuff. I really only do the newsletter, but he has expanded horoscopes and stuff that you can listen to and stuff like that. I don't really. Now I can't find the thing that I used to. Hold on. Okay, so right under where it shows explore the big picture of your life, there's like two questions there. New influences, opportunities will be headed your way in 2021. What fresh resources will you be able to draw on? How can you conspire in your life to create the best possible future? So there was a part where he asked a couple of questions and I'm not finding it now. Oh, promises to yourself. That's where it is. So I did those two activities that he's got there, and I left a space where I journaled about this for the song. But I'm trying to find the name of his book, and I know it's always in here. It's like paranoia, but it's spelled differently. And it's okay, his book this is the name of his book. Hold on. And I used to own it, but I don't anymore. Okay, found it. Sorry. Could I be any more difficult about this? Which sign am I? I am an Aries. I'm an April baby. So that's the name of his book, and it's Rob B. Hold on, I always spell it wrong. Let me go back up to the top. BRESZNY. And that's his name. Candy's an Aries too, huh? So that's the name of his book, and it's kind of one of those positive woo-woo kind of books, but it's, for me, it's a good place to go back to when I get into kind of a dark place. So I've done his two activities. I don't know how many of you are following along with Jersey on her Happiness is a Choice. There's a book that she's working through, and I bought two copies. I bought one so I can work through it with her, and then I bought another one so I could use the art in the book in this calendar. So I will take pieces of that book, and again, I don't have it with me because I'm a dork, but on Sunday I'll have it to show. But to do this, you really only need something to make your, you can get free printables for the year for the calendars and all that kind of stuff. So if anybody's interested, this is what I'll be doing on Sundays. I'll be setting up this part for my word of the year, the activities I did for Rob Bresney's newsletter, and then I will flip it over and I'll put in a pocket here for things I might want to add, because there'll be other things. Then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to use some of the space to from out of my daily planner that had, like, it has my dreams, and so it has a space for your journey. your current situation, your vision, why you want it, and strategy. So you put that all in for all these different areas. And then you, based on your vision, then you set goals. So these may be your 3 big goals for the year. And then your most important 1-year goals. And so then it allows you in 3-month increments to break it down. And then with each month's calendar, you break it down a little bit more. So let me get over to January. So in the beginning of this, which I should be filling out, you put your most important goals here, skills you want to learn to make this month great and to help you get your goals, places and people to see, habits to adapt, things to avoid. So this calendar is a whole process that I can work through. But I also want something very visual that I can have out and access to. So some of those things will go on here from that planner, from the goal setting portion of that. And then this will be the January page, which I can start working on Sunday. And some of it will be things that happen, and some of it will be images related to the goals I set for myself. As with anything, I'm a little bit behind because I just haven't had time to sit down, or I haven't made time to sit down and do this. I've kind of been working on the I don't have time for that thing, and I need to pull back and make time for the things that I want to do. So just so I could give you an idea tonight, if anybody wants to play along, you can break it down from monthly to weekly, but this planner, because it's a monthly and then weekly. So let's see. Let's go back to that January section here. So here's the January. So there's your most important monthly goals. You'll write in these boxes down here, where I will, because I bought this monster. And then it goes into dailies. So, and then it does goals for this week. You can track some habits, to-do list for both work and personal, and then things you will do this week to make this week great based on your health, the goal sections from over here. So health and fitness, personal development, quality of life. It's a lot of things. So, there's a box down here for try to learn something new, things you're excited about, maybe some big wins you had this week, or lessons you learned in trying to reach your goals, that sort of thing. So this particular planner, and this is why I bought it, they had a Black Friday special on it, because normally this is like $35. And I got it for less than that, and I snapped it up because I really wanted to create more focus this year, and I thought this would help. So you go through the month, and then at the end of the month, so you can see it does that each week. So you get to the end of the month, and then it has a reflect on the month section where you can put in notes and ideas, and then you would carry stuff over to the next month if it's necessary, but also go back to your the section at the beginning, and you would start. So there's your February calendar, and you put in your February things and probably anything you wanted to carry over from the previous month. And then you just start again, and each month you'll get a review. And then at the very end, there's like a year-end review thing, how you thought you did. So I think this will help as long as I use it, right? With that. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 2020 planner, because I like the cover, and I'm going to turn it into a bullet journal. So I'm going to glue some of the pages together. So this will probably last for 2 months once I glue the pages together and everything and get it set up. But I won't necessarily be able to use this part because the days will be wrong. But if I glue, and I figured I might gesso or whatever over some of it and just go on and write through it. And just to use this, I got this at the thrift store for, I think, $1. So I'm going to turn that into a bullet journal for daily to-dos that I can check off as I go, whereas this is going to be more goal oriented. This is more daily to-dos, you know, wash your clothes, do the dishes, clean the bathroom, iron your paper, that sort of thing. So I'm going with like a 3-prong kind of approach so that I can not worry about making my journal ugly by putting in a bunch of daily to-dos and stuff, that sort of thing. So on Sunday at 12 o'clock my time, 1, 2, and 3 across the country, you can come if you like and see me struggle to put that together. I'll gather up some stuff later tonight and tomorrow in between my ironing, and that will be a thing. So what else am I doing? Let's see. I'm going to pull out a couple of magazines here and work on harvesting those while I talk about the other things I wanted to talk about. So let me find my scissors. Are you guys doing anything for the new year? I don't necessarily do New Year's resolutions because I think we all know how that goes, right? It's a little bit bananas. We make all these big, important resolutions, things we think we like to do for the year. And so some of my bigs are going to be the move, you know. And obviously I already kind of said how I'm working it. I'm working towards the car first because the car will help me get to and from a job. It will open up something like Postmates as an alternative source of income while I'm looking for a more permanent job situation. And it also will help me to move. So I'm working on getting a car that is, you know, a used car that I can afford, that's in reasonable condition and all that. And then I need to replace my laptop and get a printer before I move, hopefully. And then the third step is get an apartment. And so that's what I'm working on with these small sales, and what I'm working for going forward with my Etsy shop and all of that, and the Patreon. I am going to be making some changes to the Patreon. There will be a little bit of price change, but that's due to increased cost of dye and postage. It's not just that I want more money. It's that it's costing me more money to mail and the dye itself. So that's start fresh. I think that's probably a good thing. We might even be able to use that in that planner, right? Oh, you're stuck on top chat. She's like, where's all the chat, man? So let's just start with this magazine. And but like I said in another stream, if I were to find a job next week and I thought that it could support me, the reason for the sales is I am trying really hard to, I don't understand the sheep thing. I really, really don't. So nothing here I think I can't live without. But I will take these sheep over here for sure. The other one's kind of at an awkward angle. I don't think it'll look good in a, but that's kind of fun. They're totally freaky. So that's kind of the purpose of the sales, is one, to call out. I have too much stuff in my room. Oh, that's a good word, Rebecca. Nice. That is an excellent word for the year. So yeah. So I'm trying to get a little money in the bank in terms of get it saved, so that I can get the car, so that if I were to find a job next week, I would maybe be able to at least rent an apartment or something. You want to make a creative daily journal as well? Yeah, I think I made something for January Glue Book 2020, which is the thing that Carla Cagefish maybe started, and Shelly is doing it over at Crafting Mamas, and a couple other people have said they're going to do it as well. So I may give that a shot, but I'm with you. I want to do a creative daily journal. I just haven't been on the ball enough for it just yet. I want to cut out one of these lamps for small fussy cut images. And I want to use, this has stuff in front of it, but this is straightforward, straight on. It's not an angle. I want to take that half of the butterfly too. Oh, nice, Carla. I would love to see pictures when you get it done. I love the Richard Scarry stuff. That's awesome. I'm going to make mine out of something else, but I'm going to put in a lot of fun pages into it. But I need to make a move on it pretty soon. Because don't keep up with them on a day-to-day basis. They just work through them as they can. I love Elizabeth's process. I love the books that she uses. I love the format. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Happy inside. That's a good message, right? It's important to be happy inside. So, Saturday with my wish list. I'll have to go back and look. Check Carla's messages. On Facebook. Okay. Compared to the other catalog I got, this one's not nearly as exciting, but there's lots of pretty things in here. Like if I were in a place where I were ready to focus more on what my upcoming future home will look like, I would probably take a lot of these things in terms of wishing for. But right now, I'm just focused on getting the money saved. And I'm not a super big fan of birds, but for some reason, those are speaking to me. So we'll take that too. And maybe this flowery thing. Flowery things are good, right? Okay, Candy, have a great evening. Thank you for coming in and spending a little bit of time with us. We always enjoy your company. So I'm going to take this grouping of lamps and I'm just either going to cut out this green one or this blue one or maybe both. I don't know. But I think I like those. Just to add to my stash of fussy cut. I like lamps for some reason. I don't know. To add to my stash of small fussy cut images to add the things. Keep life colorful. Yes, let's do that. I'm going to take those words. Enjoy your weekend and the first week in the new year. It should be amazing. I hope. I have high hopes for 2021. Every year has a little bit of crap in it, right? But every time I see something that says like "be our guest," Beauty and the Beast song starts playing in my head. Just stuck there, man. It's stuck there. Okay. So yeah, and I realize this stream and its content is not for everybody too. So I apologize if you came in hoping for my usual ridiculousness and that's not what you got today. Oh, I kind of like that. That's fun. I'm going to take that. It's very nice. I might cut it apart and use it in different places, but I like the idea. So, yeah, so there'll be a few changes to Patreon. I'm going to change goodie. I think I was talking about this the other night. Goodie bags will go out occasionally in the color of the month and mid-month minis, but I am going to start because I haven't been quite so proactive about the Happy Mail for the Patreon group, I want to start creating goodie bags for that. And then for the people who are at the $5 level, who are really just supporting the content of the channel, I want to offer to do that for them quarterly. And so I would like to be able to put together maybe not just leftover things, but to curate some ooh, I'll take a bedtime story. That's fun. Kind of maybe some, not necessarily, in some cases themed, but you know, just some maybe more put together packs that don't just have paper and stuff in them, maybe that have a little bit extra stuff. So goodie bags are going to become an incentive for becoming a Patreon at a lower level. I'll do them for the $5 a level quarterly. Everybody $10 and above will receive one every month. If you are above $10 and you're receiving a pack or both packs, then you would get it with one of your packs. You would be guaranteed to get a goodie pack every month. But as a general rule for going forward, for the pre-sale, will continue until March 1st, until the March release, like the last week of April. And then what's going to happen is I will show the paper pack, and then you'll be given a link and a discount code to go over and order it off of Etsy. I noticed that's how a lot of people are handling their kits, including Rosemary over at the Rusty Peacock. I'm not a super huge fan of Valentine's Day, but I feel like I want to take a couple things off this page. So that format will be changing after the first quarter of the year. I don't want to make it like a bunch of big changes like right at the beginning. Oh, it is. I kind of like that door, but not necessarily like I like what's on the door. Let's see, but not necessarily the Easter stuff. Okay, so maybe I won't keep that. Cute mats. And you know, I'm still fleshing. Oh, there we go. There's one that that's nice and bright and no Easter stuff. So I'll keep that one, I think. Let's put that over there. Okay, I could probably cut out a couple of these topiaries. So let's take that for my fussy cut smaller images. Those could be fun to work with. And look at the cute little bunny rabbits. And boxwood garden dogs. Not my thing, but they're cute. Okay, I think I'm going to take the little bunnies. I'll probably be appreciative that I did that one when I actually start blue booking for spring. So yeah, so I hope that these changes will be okay for you guys. Oh, happily ever after. And I think I will cut out that too. Okay, so let's start with happily ever after. Nice. And then we've got this big thing. That I will want to fussy cut out because it will be fun in a collage. Okay, so I just cut apart one of these yesterday, the one that came in yesterday. So this is Elle Decor. Are we there yet? That seems like a very summer thing. Might save that for my move, right? Are we there yet? Or approaching my move time? So hopefully I didn't bore you all to death with all of that. one of the big goals I'm working on while I'm working on this move, and I have kind of this end of spring, early summer move. Although I'll be honest with you, if the opportunity arises and I can move earlier than that, I will totally be into it. Especially if a job offer is firm. I will tell you, it takes a long time to fill out applications. It's been a long time and I'm not used to filling them out, so it's kind of a learning curve. I cut this out of the last one for these here, so I think I'm going to take that again. I like them, and I could probably use them on a number of different pages. All right, so I found that this magazine has some interesting things in it, but also, oh, those watch faces are fun. I think I want to cut just the faces out, not the bands. Does anybody think those chairs look incredibly uncomfortable? I think they do. All right, so, oh, that's weird. Okay, I'm going to take that. It's very Salvador Dali candles there. How interesting. Yes, I am going to use job wood. I have been, but I've been clued into a couple of new ones. So I will definitely, and especially ones for specifically maybe for the companies or states where I'm looking for work. So Coeur d'Alene, Idaho has been added to the list. Around the area around Eugene is affordable according to what we've seen online for rent. So I'll be looking in that area. And then Utah is still an option, but the rents there are, yes, strange candles. I think I like the cartoony kind of picture. What was it? Where was it? Oh, the rent in Utah is much more expensive than I thought it might be. So I don't know financially, rent-wise, if that's something I'm going to be able to pull off. But I'm still looking at it because, you know, Curly lives there, and that would be cool to live closer to Curly. And it's not that far away, so that's a bonus. All right, let me trim this off because I don't want to. I think I want those hands, and I don't want the whole page to be all weird. Yes, there is that. Provo Craft does have some lovely things. I want the word spirited away, and I think I want to cut this lady's hands, like either in a box or maybe fussy cut around them to put on a page, and probably this cup of tea. So I'm just going to set this whole page aside because that's a lot to break down, and I will need my smaller scissors as well. And then I was just glanced over at this, and I hadn't really paid it any mind. But I think I want to take, like, the design is interesting. That could be a pretty good background, right? For adding to a page. I just set it aside, and I was, like, totally ignoring it. I kind of like this couch. I think, and I also like the weathered boards behind it. So let's take where I'll fussy cut around the couch. So we'll just cut that little bit out. And then I kind of like these weathered. It's like, it's teal and brown or turquoisey. You know, I like that color combo. Hey, Shelly, how are you? And who doesn't love a big floral couch? It's just something awesome about it. So, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm looking at and kind of the plan. And then I will not talk about it quite so much, but because it's the, my first live of the year, and I think I'll take the phrase soft landings, but also I like this chair. I don't know what I'm going to do with these chairs, but they're speaking to me right now. Okay, and then we'll just take soft landings while we're in here. All right. Good. Did you have a good New Year's Eve? Barnwood. Yeah, there you go. Thanks. Carla can always find the word I can't. Right? Wow, look at that stuff. Okay. Here's your surfaces in your next table. Okay, I took this out of the other magazine. I like the movement on the page. So I'm just going to tear that out. And I'll probably use it as a background on something later as part of a background. Oof. Okay, I'm going to take the word artiste off this page. The one I harvested yesterday, I got a couple of really good fun images out of it, but I also got a lot of excellent words. Doesn't it? Curly would love a pink couch. Not. Although I did get to see in person her groovy red chairs. They were awesome. Yeah, so I hope that the changes I've discussed that will be taking place in, I love the color combo in this kitchen. Not necessarily this orangey pink up here, this sherbety color, but I love, and that green and that orange. Okay, I need to have these images. I do. I love color. It's one of the sad things about renting. You can't really do much in the way of color. And I do like color a lot. But there's a lot of temporary things you can do to add color to places. Happy Clue Year. Hi, Christina. How are you? I like it. Happy Clue Year. Okay, I want this. Imagine, discover, refresh for sure. Oh. I might need that. Okay, now I'm going to have to save this whole page for the moment because I love this paintbrush and the words overlap with the paintbrush. So that's a decision to make, not for this moment. That's an interesting thing going on right there. It surely is. I'm going to take those words, though, because I can turn those into ransom letters. Nobody wants to see that. I should never be nude in public. No. But if that's your thing, get your nude on. Be happy in your place. I hope everybody had an awesome New Year's Eve. I watched part of Mary's Hop. I watched Shelley. I watched Anne Lair. I watched Paint Girly Lori, who I don't get to see very often, so that was very nice. Look at that. It's a nice room if you look at the soft chairs. Okay. I think I'm going to fussy cut her out because that's just fun. Ooh, look at that fireplace just hanging out. This might be a good background, so I'll save that page. Oh, that's nice. Drinks with neighbors. That is an awesome way to spend your New Year's Eve. I spent mine watching the original Jaws movies with Els and Mike. Because Els decided it was bad movie night, and so, you know me, I love some bad movies. let's see. It's a lot of shine on this. Hey, Mary, how are you? How was your New Year's Eve and how's your New Year's Day been? I kind of like this. That is a interesting shower enclosure. It's very, be very in the spotlight right there. See-through windows. But it's your house, you know. Ooh, surprise, surprise. We got to have that. That is good words right there. I love the rooms in here, but I don't necessarily know that I'd have that much use for so many of them. Look at that vintage black and white floor. Very nice. We are almost to the end of this magazine. Oh, there's a big C. Oh, very quiet. The best kind. Nice. That is nice. Look at that tub. Old school clawfoot tub. All right. For some reason, I'm going to take the word solitude for sure, or fortress, and then on the other page is solitude. And I like the word solitude a lot. I know I sure value mine. You're cooking dinner? Ooh, that sounds good. I had a can of chili because I was lazy. And I was smart enough to eat before the live this time so I don't get hangry in the middle of the live. You're working on your Harry Potter journal? Okay, I'll be fussy cutting that out. Oh, if there's another chair. Do I need a chair? I don't need a chair that big. We're going to let the chair go. We're letting the chair go. Checking in. I'm going to take that to all of my previous job experiences in hospital. Well, most, I will say. I have some retail experience. It's not my favorite thing, but you know, when it comes to getting a job, you do what you got to do. Ooh, nice, Carla. Very nice. That sounds quite yummy. You know what? One of the things I'm most looking forward to is cooking for myself again. Not that I don't enjoy Els and Mike's cooking. It's just Els has a lot of food allergies. And so one of them is mushrooms. And I absolutely love mushrooms. But I would never bring them into the house because even cross-contamination can have an allergic reaction for her. And I wouldn't want to put her... Like occasionally I'll bring home a sandwich with mushrooms on it. Ooh, nice, Kimberly. We are always good for talking about the food, aren't we? Okay. Oh, it's upside down. I made it upside down. Let's see. I maybe want to fussy cut out this little ship right here. I am on the lookout now since I've been watching. Hello? No, maybe not my door. Okay. Since I've been watching Nicole's videos, I found that the value of small fussy cut items. Oh, that's perfect for the first page of my collage. Oh my God, my calendar vision board thing that I'm doing. So if you guys are going to be on Sunday, I will probably use this. A house of her own. That is perfect. Yes, yes. Serendipity. You have an allergic reaction to mushrooms, or you just don't like them. Els is actually allergic to to a number of the foods that I really like. She's allergic to shellfish, olives of all kinds, but not olive oil, because once it's processed, I think it's chemically different, and mushrooms and a couple of other things. So, you know, and a lot of the things I know how to cook use those extensively because I'm a huge fan of mushrooms. Love them. So, ooh, okay, that's an interesting, maybe I'll cut that out. We'll see. I'm going to take it for now. I don't know about this bottom part where it's all dark, but that's kind of an interesting. I wish the antlers were all on one page. That could be fun. A shot in the butt said no. Oh, so you are 100%. Yeah, Elle's got just a tiny bit of mushroom one time, or olive, on a sandwich. Like they had just somehow, it had wound up on her sandwich from Porta Subs or someplace like that, I think. And she had just had it in her mouth for like 10 seconds maybe. And she had a huge reaction to it. That's no joke. That's nothing to mess around with. Ooh, I like stay calm and stay active. I'm not so big on stay. So hashtag alone together. All right, so I'll probably cut some of those out. Ooh, completely charmed. I like that too. So we've got good words on both sides. So, oh, and I kind of like this. It's like the old wardrobe cabinets that people used to take on trips and stuff. That's cute. I want the words though, so I'm probably not going to cut that out, but that's fun. Okay, and I like this. I like this right here for sure. That part of the watch. This is off the cover though, so it's going to be harder to glue down. The shiny stuff is hard to glue down. But sometimes you find really good images on there. All right, so well, I would too if you had to have a shot. You know, that's not cool. What if you didn't have it with you? That would be terrible. I'm with you on that. But yeah, so one of the things I am very much looking forward to is cooking for myself again. I think that will be awesome. But so yeah, so I'm going to use some of this the calendar from the dollar store that I'm turning into the year-long vision board. What magazine is this? Is this the same? This is Bizarre. It's got some of the same ads in it. Beauty is a gesture. Maybe I want that. Okay. Is to help me maybe work through my funk a little bit. I was never ever that skinny. Not ever. It's a cute outfit though. Could maybe interpret that as like a Sleeping Beauty thing, although I know it's about the stuff, the Dior stuff. Okay, jewelry. And we've got Prada. Giant purse. Oh, I like her. I am 100% cutting her out. Yes, 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 yes. Went to the ER back when I was 18. Yeah, bleach can be very unpleasant. I will agree with you on that. Oh, well, that's an interesting. I don't like that at all. I just don't. But I think I'll take this little Eiffel Tower in the background. That'll be fun on a collage. All right, we're back to eyeballs. Let's take some eyeballs. It's one of the best things fashion magazines are good for. If you're looking for eyeballs and lips and stuff. Sometimes it's fun to put the wrong mouth on something. And then I'll take this for these again, so I'll have a whole collection of these little flowers that I can use. Wear confidence. I think I want to just take the word confidence. Confidence is a good thing. And then we'll grab this lady's eyeballs. I have a whole container of just eyeballs. I like friendship, freedom, and I'm not a big fan of fashion. I got off the fashion train a while ago. Rocking the bag lady chic at this point. And texture for backgrounds. Yeah, that's true. Okay. That could be good for February, right? Holding the hands thing. Okay, so we'll keep that. Could be at least a start for a background. The hero. Okay, let's take that. Yeah, so I will gather together some images and some cardstock, and I will transfer over some of that information from the Rob Bresney's newsletter thing that I shared with you guys. Okay, so I don't want this. I have to share that off. There's some fun things on here, I think. Come on. I want you to tear closer to the, but not too close. Just can't. The perfumed pages. I want her eyeball. I know, I'm weird. Okay. I like it. Okay. And let's rip the bottom off this. There's like some little stars and glittery stuff in here. That might be fun for a background, right? And then another thing going on over here. Tear the edges off. All right, that'll be good for backgrounds, I think, those two right there. Oh, hand. Do we want the hand? Probably we'll want the hand. Ooh, little pieces everywhere. I am not going to attempt. That could be like in the background with some other stuff like around it. Maybe it would like that. Well, that perfume is going to have to go straight out to the garage. It is a little bit, okay, it's a lot smelly. All right, eyeballs. Okay. Ooh, whoa. They tried to run away, huh? I found it. Okay. Sometimes that area under my desk is a black hole. And I think we'll take her lips and nose too. She's got a very distinctive, I like it. You know, in terms of putting the wrong things on the wrong people. That could be fun. Making Franken people. And that man is wearing a dress and some high-heeled wedge shoes that look really uncomfortable. He's got on like a pleated skirt. He's making a fashion statement. I think we're going for eyeballs here. But you know, we need eyeballs of all different sizes, not just big ones. I don't wear heels at all. I now have bunions, but I didn't like them even when I could wear them. It's a balance thing. I'm not very good with the balance thing. Oh, here's another smelly page. Okay, you need to go over the trash pile. Let's see. Anything in here I can't live without? Nope, I don't think so. Let's see. I don't like that teapot so well. No, I think we're good on that page. You look at magazines so different now, right? It's like an aha moment. You're like, oh, I never thought about that. No. Okay. Kind of like that up there, maybe. Let's cut that out. Plus, you cut it out. Save it for that. Too much boobs. Some magazines do have a lot of boobs. I'll go with you there. Okay, that's an unusual picture. He's got like a lower half gold face mask thing going on. So we'll keep that. If we can get her eyeball without ripping into the smelly stuff. All right, we got her. Well, that's a lot of perfume for one catalog, for one magazine. Just saying. I think I'll take that lipstick too. Why not? Oh, I like it's not what you have, it's what you give. So let's take that out. I think I might have another one of those. And then as I learn new people's collage styles and stuff, it changes my opinion of magazines over and over again. Like, I've had some real aha moments watching other people harvest magazines. And it's just fun to see what different people choose to keep. And, sometimes they'll tell you why they keep that and sometimes they don't. But it's just interesting to see what appeals to different people. We are all certainly different in that way. And that's what makes the world awesome. I know, right? Some of them I come away with just a little bit of images, and some of them are like half the magazine sitting here to fussy cut and stuff. So I've been trying to be better about after the live and after I get my food and stuff when I'm hungry, to go ahead and start processing all this stuff and getting it in bins instead of just putting them all in a pile. That's one of my guilty things I do is I harvest and I pile, and then I'm overwhelmed by the pile. And can never have too many ransom letters, I guess. Ooh, look at that. I like that. Definitely keeping that. That is a keeper right there. I guess we'll take these letters again. V's are hard to come by. And G's. So. And you can never have too many vowels. Vowels go quick. This will be our last magazine for the evening. So I hope that some of you will come and join me on Sunday if you are so inclined, if you don't have plans. If you do, I get it. I get it. While I start on my first couple of pages for the cheap calendar redo, turning it into a vision board, I'm so sad that Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed. What an amazing lady. Okay. Yeah, see, that's I have old sessions. Her seat at the table. Oh, but I will take that W. I don't wanna. You don't have to make a year-long vision board thing. That's just me. But I think it'll help me stay on track with my goals to have something visual that I'm making each month and working on that I can it'll help me hold myself accountable, you know. Plus, it'll just be fun because I like collaging and gluing, and glue booking has been a very fortuitous thing to come along in the craft community because it's like collage light. You don't have to put any thought into it. It's just fun to do. Look at her amazing hair. Ooh, heroic measures. Let's see if I can get heroic measures and still get that other lady's eyeballs on the other side. She has great wide open eyes. I like that. Heroic measures. And I can still get this lady's eyeballs. Okay. Hold the phone. And we'll take her mouth too. Just take her lower face. Maybe we'll swap out somebody else's face. Okay. I think the Maybelline letters are far enough apart to cut out too. For some smaller ransom letters. Having a variety of sizes is good as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, I will. I'm right there with you. I have too many books. I need to dye them and stuff like that. I can't quite bring myself to part with them, but I can turn them into paper packs and backgrounds and stuff like that. So for me, being a dyer, having too many books is not necessarily a bad thing. It gives me a big pool to draw from when I'm putting together paper packs. And book page paper packs are going to be a thing coming up in the store more frequently. We'll have them on a more regular basis. Oh, it's another smelly page. I'm sorry, lady with angel wings. I'm tearing out your eyeballs. So here's a smaller one of that lady with her amazing hair. Oh, hold the phone, but this is too fun an image to pass up. Well, I have to pass up on her again. like that. Okay. I like that guy in his hat. I'm kind of happy to see hats are making a comeback. I don't have a good head for hats, but I do like to see people wearing hats. It makes me happy. Yeah, I need to. I think the people around us always think we have too much of whatever it is we love, because we do. It is because we love it. You know what I'm saying? The holiday shop. Okay, I think I like these, so I think I'm gonna let's just cut around all of this. Figure out a way to use. I like it when they have the makeup in the palettes and stuff, and there's no words around them, so I can probably just tear around that a little bit and use that somewhere as a background or as part of a background. I'm going to take that. What does it mean to age gracefully? I just got the Christmas tree down and put away. Everyone wants to help put it up. Yeah, they sure do. That's true. You inherited a pack rat horde. Well, I moved here with a... Oh, she's very pretty. I like it. Okay. So I think we're going to cut her out. I might only use her eyeballs, but she's got a very distinctive face. It's nice. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, but just the trunk full of stuff that I came with elves, and I already have so much more stuff. But realistically, for the room I live in, you didn't even put one up this year. If I lived alone, I would not have. Elves and Mike did one for the grandkids, you know. When you got grandkids, you kind of have to. But yeah, if I, what was I doing? I don't remember what I was saying now. Oh, for the size room I live in, I do have too much stuff. So packing some up preemptively for the move will make it more manageable. And then maybe working more on my depression will help me get the rest of it cleared up, because it really does. If you could see it, and I do not want to show it to you, it is embarrassing and humiliating, and I hope nobody ever sees it, because I'm not in a good place emotionally, and I haven't been for a couple of months. And it's things about me. It's not things about anyone here, you know. So I want to get that all cleaned up, because it's embarrassing. You know, I think it would be less embarrassing to me if I lived by myself and that happened, but living with other people, you know, because they understand, but they don't understand, right? You know, like Elle says, whatever happens in my room is fine, but at the same time, I know it bothers her a lot that I have such a mess going on in here, and it bothers me. So it's time for me to kind of work through those things. And I think I can get both sets of eyeballs off here. So that's one of the things I'm hoping that doing some of these vision boards and the planners and stuff will help me get myself back on track in terms of follow through, you know, not piling up the magazine images, not piling up the papers, and not dealing with it. Stop telling myself I'll do that in a little bit, or I'll do that later, because I'm not going to. If I don't do it right now, it just gets piled up and then it gets overwhelming. To hang the tree. Yeah, because you have the cats. Yeah, I get it. If I had all plastic. Oh my gosh, Carla. That's an image. you think of a tree like that all wrapped up, but it would be largely kitty proof unless they learn to launch themselves at it, right? Cats are very ingenious when it comes to getting to your things that you don't want them to get to, right? It's just something they're good at. Oh, those kitties. All right. But in harvesting these magazines down to a pile, that's 3 more things out of my room, right? And then when I cut them down a little bit further, they'll be even more manageable. I think I'm going to take just her head and attach her to a different body. Or like, just use it in a different way. Like that. And 2 kittens and a puppy. Oh my gosh. See, upending the tree, that would frustrate me. She has such a serious look on her face. I know they tell them to do that. Sometimes I wish they would put in one smiling picture because, just to see what she looks like in everyday active life, not the... I'm going to fussy cut that out because she's all blurry in this one, and that's kind of creepy. That might be good in next year's Halloween glue booky thing if it's still a thing, and I hope it is because I thoroughly enjoyed. I'm going to be doing some videos of my glue booking for the Halloween. I got to finish it, but I don't think anybody wants to see that live, so we'll do some videos. I'm definitely taking that. Appeal Pocket Series number 14, What Every Girl Should Know. Oh my. Her butt's just hanging out right there. Or his butt. That's a dude. Okay, it's a guy. Get happy. I like that. But I did not necessarily want to see that guy's tushy. Hope I cut into his leg, or I could have fussy cut him out. Hey, Sharon. No, it's okay. You gotta get rest, girl. Okay, that one I could fussy cut out, although it is a very big image. All right. I don't think I could fussy cut out all the little white fuzzy things, so we're not cutting that out. I like the Cult of Fear. I don't necessarily know about the Cult of Fear of God, but I like that. I like that. That guy looks very serious. Oh, okay. Enjoy your dogs and have a great evening. A Happy New Year again to you, for sure. Oh, look. There's a picture of the moon back there, and they put a girl in front of it. Only I would say something like that. I might take this part, though. That could be used somewhere, just that portion, if I move that away. I want her eyeballs. That's why I'm tearing on this. Although this is very, very thick. Okay. Okay, we did 3 magazines. Check us out. Okay. So, oh, Sharon, I can't even imagine, hon. Are you getting lots of rest? I hope you are getting lots of rest. So we've got our big images stack, and then we've got a bunch of words and small images in here. Not a bad little haul for 3 magazines. I think I did pretty good. Got a couple of things I might be able to use on Sunday too. So we'll revisit the things that real quick that we're doing. This is the one I'm going to turn into a bullet journal just for the everyday to-do lists. So I can kind of hold myself accountable on a daily basis. You know, iron the paper, change out the paper, start the new batch, wash my clothes, those sort of things. Then I've got my bigger planner, which is for goal planning. And it does have a daily, weekly section thing. So I'll be keeping track of the big things, sale dates, the colors of the month, all of that kind of thing. So I think that's very good. I'm very happy with this planner. I think I'm going to enjoy using it. Definitely looking at putting some color in there. And then on Sunday, I've got my calendar all prepped. Everything is in here, raring to go. We'll do the word of the month up here and the stuff from the Rob Bresney's horoscope thing, his questions for the year 2020. And I will leave a space for the song because maybe I'll put in an album cover sort of thing there. Ooh, oh, that's good. I love dot paper. Nice. Very excited. And then on the bottom half, we're going to take some of the stuff that goes in here for the monthly planning and just kind of put in like maybe some circles with the goals on them, almost like mind mapping, but with circles and lines. I'll cut out some scrapbooking stuff or maybe use some colored dyed paper of my own. And then we will also get started here. Oh, wait, hold on. What am I doing? I'm going the wrong way like a silly girl. Okay. And then in January, we'll start our here. I'm going to make a little card for my word of the month to go on somewhere on each month's page as a reminder. And about making a recipe journal for your... Yes, I will eventually, but I will not be sharing it. Some of those recipes for color formulas have been hard fought. And putting on some collage stuff for my January goals and things that remind me of January. And as we progress through the month, I will save up some things. And at the midpoint of the month, we'll add on things. And then at the end of the month, you know, we'll kind of tie it all together. So that what I'll wind up with is a combination of a vision board for the month, but also a record of things that happened. I really wish I had one of those little printers that printed out little pictures. So I may try to do some memes and some other pictures like in a Word document and then print that. But yes, a journal for colors would be awesome for my color formulas. Would be a very good thing. I think that could be fun. It could be just a little journal too. It doesn't have to be something big and dramatic. I know I like big journals and books. So I hope that maybe some of you will play along, but I will be at 12 o'clock on Sunday, 1, 2, and 3 across the country. I will be on to do and I may need to reinforce the spine on this because it's just these 2 little bitty staples. And I feel like they're already getting quite a workout. So I may need to figure out, I may need to just sew the spine a little bit, maybe put a strip here after I've sewn it, reinforce it a little bit, because I feel like I'm taxing it already and we haven't even really started using it. Ooh, that's a good idea. I do have some dyed index cards, and that is an upcoming project. So Sunday at 12, my time, And then Monday at 6 p.m. is another small sale if you guys are interested. If you're not, if you are sailed out, I totally get it. But thank you for coming this evening and spending some time with me and listening to me blabber. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Sharon, you get lots of good rest, and I sure hope that your recovery time speeds up for you as the year moves further into 2021. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. Merry part, Carla, and hugs to all of you. Happy, happy New Year. The end.